In honor of animal biology,
Yes.
I have a really funny joke that came from the joke book that you gave me.
Awesome.
So when you laugh really hard at it, you can be like, wow, that was a great joke book.
That was my gift to you.
Yeah.
No, we're not climbing this. Minnie, we are not climbing. I don't know what to do.
This is the best reason to like not be able to get through the episode is because there's a kitten.
Hey, kitten. Stop it.
Hey, baby, can we maybe chill for a little bit? Your little face. She's like, nah.
I'm sorry. Let's try. Oh, Christ. Minnie, are you gonna behave while we record a podcast? Oh gosh. Oh no.
She's like, get that mic out of my face.
No, stop it. Stop it. Minnie Mouse. Look at this. Look at what we're dealing with. We're trying to bring you a podcast, and this is what's happening. This is what we're dealing with in the background. Okay, she's gone. Let's try to get as much as
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so speaking of cats, are you ready for this joke?
Yes.
How do cats end a fight?
I would say by getting their lawyers involved, but
I mean,
know.
that's just as funny as the actual answer.
Oh.
You could say anything and it would be better than the actual answer.
I don't know. I have nothing.
They hiss and make up. Hi, welcome to Everything STEM. My name is Victoria.
I'm Kate.
And today we are talking about animal biology.
Biology week.
Yes, this is our second biology episode. We talked about humans. Today we're going to talk about animals.
Aminals.
However,
God,
first...
speaking of animals, I'm so sorry. There is a tiny kitten attacking our studio. Minnie Mouse, please stop playing with the green screen. Oh, God. If you usually listen to our episodes, this might be one to go watch on YouTube.
Yeah. That might be worth it.
The background will shift. It will move.
Yeah, but I think to get through the episodes today, I think we're just gonna have to roll with it.
We just kind of have to let it happen. Yeah,
like the afternoon is ticking by.
Yeah, we gotta. She knows we're talking about animals. She's just trying to give an example.
She's trying so hard to bite me, but like her mouth is so little.
Well, she's trying to bite you
like,
through a green screen
ferocious.
too.
And I'm like, I think I feel something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so big news for me. We're gonna talk about me for a second.
Well, yeah.
Hope you don't mind. I am finally going to get tested for ADHD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so a friend of ours got tested a while ago, a few years ago, and she sent me like the link to the organization that she went through. And a few of my friends have gotten tested for it, and they all say that it's like such a complicated process. Mm-hmm. You can't just go to your doctor.
Okay.
You have to go to a specialist, but then they don't really give referrals for them. So it's just very difficult. The whole thing is very confusing. And as someone with ADHD, it's like, I start to look it up. I mean, I haven't been diagnosed, so I'm assuming that I have it. But as someone who thinks that I have it, the pattern is that I start to research it, I get distracted, and then a month and a half later, I'm like, oh, right, I was gonna...
That's like having an agoraphobia clinic that you have to go to.
Yeah.
It's like, if I have it, I'm not going to the...
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's yeah. They did not think these things through.
No, they did not.
Yeah. So it is a little bit expensive to get tested.
Okay.
And I guess insurance doesn't cover it, which is stupid. So I told my mom and my sister a few months ago that I have found a place. I'm just going to wait a few months to like save up some cash for it. And then my mom texted me the other day and was like, I'm going to transfer you. It's like $300. She was
Oh,
like, I'm
wow.
going to send you $300 so that you can get tested like sooner
Aw.
rather than later. And I was like, thanks, mom. Like, that's so sweet. And
Does she not have a long attention span? Does she need to know? Is maybe this is genetic?
my mom, I'm not sure if she has ADHD or ADD. I do think she has like a healthy dose of anxiety.
Mm.
But she's a baby boomer, so like, it's not anxiety.
Yeah.
She just has a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm a millennial, so I have mental
You
health
get a
issues.
fancy word for
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So she told me that the other day that she would send me money, and I was like, that's so nice of you. Thank you. And then she texted me yesterday. So my mom and I are both traveling to Texas next month
So
to
sorry.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thoughts and prayers, please. To see my sister and my nephews. So my mom texted me last night and was like, have you scheduled your appointment yet? It would be really great if you could like go to your appointment and then make any modifications before our trip to Katy.
Modification.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to have time to like modify my personality.
Right.
Like this is who you're stuck with when we go to Katy. My sister lives in a suburb called Katy. But I was like, yeah, sorry, this is who you're and of course she was like, oh my God, that's not what I meant. But
Yeah.
I was like,
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, mom.
Be super great if you could get the doctor to fix you.
Yeah.
Before I have to.
Before I have
travel
to
with
spend
you.
time with
Thanks
you.
so much. Yeah.
I was like, cool, mom.
It's not
Thank
like
you
you're
so
getting
much.
your car vacuumed before you pick her up from the
Right.
airport. It's like a full thing.
Change your personality
You're getting a
before we spend
diagnosis.
time together again. Please, for the love of God, please.
I have a question.
Sure.
This is a question I've had for a while. If everybody in our generation has ADHD and everybody has some level, some form, some degree of autism,
Okay.
can we stop with the labels and just admit that this is what humans are like now?
I do think that we should just admit that this is what humans are like, but I do think in terms of labeling, like making fun of people, like that's not cool.
No.
But
I just
in
mean
term-
like having it be called ADHD. Can it just be like, oh, you're a person?
Right, but to get treatment for it that might make your life better.
I think that we should just adjust all life to that. And the people that don't have ADHD, they should get the label.
Okay. So we adjust. Sorry, I could like feel a weird bubble coming. My voice has been very strange today, so we're just gonna see how it goes.
She's going through a bit of puberty.
My voice legit cracked a few minutes ago. You mean like adjust how society works?
Yeah. Everything should be for,
Yeah.
if that's the majority of what people
Yeah,
are,
I would
then
love
that's
that.
what society should be. And then there should just be a few weird people that are like, oh, I could have paid attention to that longer. And we're like, well, good for you.
Yeah,
That's your symptom.
right. It's your fault that you're not ready to move on to an entirely different topic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love that.
Sure.
Cool.
Problem solved.
All right. Okay, so when researching animal biology, facts, evolution, all this stuff, I decided a good source would be Reddit.
Okay.
Because I wanted to go to Reddit and just look up, what's like what are crazy animal facts or like what's weird animal biology. And I thought that someone would be like, oh, the slow loris, blah, blah, blah. And then I could go Google the slow loris and learn about them. Reddit is full of a bunch of fucking nerds. And so they were like, oh, this one amoeba from the Cambrian period. And I was just like, I'm not smart enough for this.
No.
So then I just turned to Google and I sifted through a lot of stupid websites. I wanted to find a dumb fact about koalas because I figured that there just would be a dumb fact.
Sure.
But then I ended up on a page where they were like so koalas have like smooth brains.
I thought you were going to say chlamydia, and I was like, yes. Yes.
That's well known.
Yes.
Is that even true?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know, but
Do you not know about the John Oliver Chlamydia Award?
Oh, wait, yes. I
That
forgot
was
about
opened
that.
by Russell Crowe for the
Sorry.
who was it, the The Irwins. The Irwins have like a koala chlamydia thing. The Irwins don't have chlamydia. The Irwin family opened up like a koala, I don't know,
No, I know what you're
center
saying.
for koalas.
Yeah, just the way you started
Like
the
a
sentence.
women's center or something. Like it's a koala center.
Yeah.
It's a YMCA for koalas, and they have a little chlamydia ward. And Russell Crowe, because of a prank that John Oliver played on Russell Crowe
Yeah.
opened up, like donated a center for the chlamydia and named it the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Center, which is hard to say.
Yes. Was the prank that he bought, didn't he buy something from Gladiator?
Yes. Well, Russell Crowe was having a divorce auction because he got divorced and had to like pay a bunch of money, and so he was like auctioning off a bunch of his stuff.
Oh, I did not remember that
So yeah,
is why he was selling it.
And so Last Week Tonight with John Oliver bought the like jock strap from The Wrestler. Is that the name of the movie?
I thought it was Gladiator.
Gladiator. Was it? I thought it was The Wrestler.
I've never heard of The Wrestler, so
Bought a jock strap.
Yeah.
That was worn by Russell Crowe and made a big deal of it on the show.
Yeah.
So then he used some of the money to open up the chlamydia ward and named it after John Oliver.
That's great.
What a legacy that is.
We don't dislike Russell Crowe, right? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get he and Mel Gibson confused.
Ooh.
I understand that they're two different people, but
Very
they're
different
both
people.
I feel like they're similar age. They're both Australian.
I think there was some like verbal harassment-y things. I don't know. You can cut this because I'm not sure of it on both of them, but obviously Mel Gibson is the like Nazi one.
Yeah, he was the one who got pulled over.
In
I should
Malibu.
also fact check this.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Pulled over
get
in
pulled
Malibu
over drunk and
on
was
the PCH,
yelling
which is
about
like
Jewish
a
people?
windy ass
Yeah.
fucking road along the side of a
Like
cliff
cliffs
and
then
an ocean.
Yeah.
So, you know, not the best place to be drunk driving.
No.
And got pulled over and started like, complaining about Jews the entire time to the police officer.
Yikes.
And it was one of those things where it was like his father was a known Holocaust denier. So it's like not just some crazy out of the blue thing. It was like something that
I
was
didn't know.
obviously
Oh no.
like a real
Yeah, that was
reality check.
a bummer. I don't like when people
Now
do
he's
stuff
back in
like that.
movies.
Yeah. Mel Gibson was shockingly hot in the 80s.
Yeah. Very
Like
handsome.
the first Mad Max movie. Oh my God. And then this movie called The Year of Living Dangerously with Sigourney Weaver.
Weaver?
It takes place in Jakarta, and holy mother of God, like no one has ever been more attractive. And then he grew up to be this pile of shit. And I'm like, this is why.
Oh my God. Why did your phone not go off?
Because I have those alarms silenced.
Oh, really?
Was that an Amber Alert?
It's a silver alert.
Oh.
Missing endangered adult.
It's kind of like how I feel about car alarms. It's like, do you expect me to go outside and walk the neighborhood and try to like...
Didn't you send me that thing on Instagram, though?
What thing?
About those two girls
Oh,
that got the Amber
yes,
Alert, and they were
I
just
did.
out driving in the area.
Yeah.
Or no, they were sitting at home, and they were like, let's go out
Let's just
driving
go
and look
see.
for them. And it was these two,
And they
like,
found the car.
young
and they,
20-year-old girls, and they just strolled around in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Literally
I
found
think they
the
were driving
car.
around and they passed the car. And so they pulled over behind it and checked the license plate. And then they were like, oh my God, that's the car.
And then they called the cops.
called
And then
the
they're being
police.
interviewed on the news, and they're like,
Yeah.
we just decided that, we could go looking for it. And,
Yeah.
and it was just like this, like,
these really
a
sweet
casual
young
thing that they
women.
did. It
Yeah.
sounded like they were like, we thought like maybe we could dye our hair tonight. And
Yeah.
so we went out and we got the dye. It was just
Yeah.
such a weird, like they were so calm and chill about it.
Because they
like,
weren't like, we are vigilantes.
No.
They were just like, yeah, we thought maybe we could help. And so we helped.
we did.
And we found
It was
him.
great.
And yay. It was so
we're
cute.
going to go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a weird...
Yeah. I do remember sending you that now. But yeah, I have those turned off.
Sorry, that was very loud.
It's okay.
I understand if you cut that out of the podcast. It was very loud. I'm sorry, Minnie like ran away.
I don't know. We'll see how loud it was. Maybe we'll cut it out. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay, so let's just circle all the way back to the animal facts.
Koalas.
Koalas. Oh, yeah. I found a fact that said koalas have, you know how human brains are like ridged on the
Bumpy.
outside?
Mhm.
Yeah. And they have all these like folds and layers and stuff.
For our pleasure.
Um, it means that our brains, if you like unfolded a brain, that's not the right word. If you're a doctor, please leave me alone. It would be bigger, but then you take it and you squish it together, and that's where all the folds come from.
Okay.
So there we have like more intelligence because our brains have more like folds and shit.
Okay.
So koalas' brains are not like that. They are smooth. And I was like, oh, fantastic. Koalas are idiots. Like, this is going to be really fun to talk about. So then I Googled, like, are koalas dumb or something like that? And I found this website that was listing all these wonderful things about koalas. And I was like, this feels like propaganda. And then I realized that I was on a website run by like a koala sanctuary.
Of course.
And they were like, koalas are not dumb.
Go back to Reddit if you want some shit talkers, shit posters about koalas.
Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is I actually kind of struggled to like
Make fun of koalas.
yeah, I don't think I have a single fact about them, but
If you
I
know of a website that shits on koalas, please send it through. Victoria would like to make fun
Yeah.
of those fuzzy little
yeah,
fingerprint having creatures.
exactly. I'm looking hard. So there has to be one dumb thing about them. Well, cuz I read some like fact that was like they're so stupid that they just sit in a tree, and if there's not a leaf on the same branch that they're sitting on, they will literally just sit there and starve to death. And I was like, fuck yeah, they're so dumb. This is going to be great. And then I was set straight by the rest of the internet. So anyway, the point is I wanted to organize this into like 5 really dumb facts and then 5 just kind of like for your information facts.
Okay.
Didn't work out that way. So I just have some facts.
Okay.
Yeah. My first one, kiwi birds, which live in Australia. Nope. Which live in New Zealand. Yep. Sorry, I have Russell Crowe on the brain. And koalas, I guess. They lay eggs that can weigh up to 25% of the bird's body weight.
What?
Yes. So this is the largest egg to body ratio of any bird in the world. And this would be as if a 150-pound human gave birth to a 37-pound baby. And I feel like 150 pounds is pretty average for a human. Maybe in America it's a little bit more. But like humans give birth to 8-pound babies.
Right.
Not 37 pounds.
Right.
Yeah. But
That's fucked.
because the egg is so big, it has a massive yolk and it has a lot more nutrients. So that by the time the little chick actually hatches, it can become self-sufficient much faster than other birds. It's like developed a lot more.
Okay.
So it does help them. But those
Imagine
poor
how good that would feel. Like after you do it.
Well, yeah, when it's over.
Whoa.
But can you imagine shoving out a 37-pound baby?
No.
Right.
No.
So during, awful.
Yes.
Afterwards, relief.
Wouldn't you fly so much higher because you'd be so used to like having
And
to flap?
you'd be stronger
yeah,
too because
yeah,
your
right.
muscles would have had to work a lot harder
It's
while
like
you're
walking
pregnant.
around with like weights on you.
Yeah.
And then you drop the weights and then you feel like
And you just take off.
Jump and you fly 6 feet into the air.
Yeah. I that's the same thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Goats have rectangular pupils. So you know how ours are round? Goats are and then also cats are like
Slivers.
when it's really bright. Yeah, they are round, but when they contract into a vertical slit. Goats have horizontal rectangular pupils.
Horizontal.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I read that, I was like, I think I've always thought that goat eyes were a little weird, but I can't really picture them. And then I Googled it and was like, oh my God, they are so weird. They're like brown and then there's just a rectangle of black in the middle. And it's not a slit, it's a rectangle. Like it has sides.
There's corners to it.
Yes.
That's fucking
Corners.
crazy.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, you know how sometimes goat imagery was involved with like the satanic panic and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like because of the horns or maybe it had something to do with the eyes because they just seem so unnatural.
This makes me want to watch Severance again.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
All right, let's hurry up.
Oh,
and go
that's a
watch
great
Severance.
show. Okay, number 3. There is a jellyfish called...
Interesting. I've never heard of a jellyfish that was just like a throat clearing. It's just
practiced this, but I am so nervous.
No, that's the name of the jellyfish. Sorry, moving on. Number 4. It's pronounced
I wimped out immediately. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not saying the name. You guys don't you don't get to know what it's called. Not that you would have learned from whatever I would have.
Oh my god. DMS for the name.
Oh shit. Okay. Whatever, dude.
This is my favorite episode.
Oh my god, I'm like sweating and crying. Like there's so much liquid all of a sudden everywhere. Okay, so there's a jellyfish. Whatever. It's very small. It's smaller than your pinky fingernail.
Oh.
It's very little. The adult version of the jellyfish, like it goes through puberty, and then when it's an adult, it's called a medusa. I don't know why. But when the medusa, which again is an adult jellyfish, when it gets stressed or when it gets injured, they basically just like fold into themselves and they reabsorb their, I don't know what they're called, their limbs,
Okay.
their floaty bits.
Sure.
They just reabsorb into themselves and they're just like a little prepubescent blob again. And then when it's like safe, then they go through puberty again and become a medusa again. So people are saying, of course I read online, like, there's a jellyfish that never dies. Like, it's immortal.
Oh, the immortal
and I was like,
jellyfish. I
oh,
have
cool.
heard of this.
And I Googled it and then this is what happens. So it's not like they grow up and they just live forever.
Right.
They just keep going back through these phases. But I think they do, I think they do die. But just the fact that they can grow into adulthood and then go back into like basically being a toddler, I think that's where the like immortal part.
Repeating puberty over.
Oh, thank you.
And that's like the worst version of like
Thank
that
you.
Groundhog Day movie with Bill Murray. Imagine
I
if that was just
love
him
that
going
movie.
through puberty over
Yeah.
and over and over.
My
So
mom's
many creaky voices.
birthday is on Groundhog's Day. So when I was a kid, we used to watch that on her birthday. That's a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
It's a very good movie. And Chris Elliott, the guy from Schitt's Creek, is in it. It's the cameraman. Okay, fact number 4. This one is a little bit sad in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like devastating. It's just I feel like this one's gonna stick with me for like penguins
Okay.
eat fish, right?
Shocking.
Like solely fish.
Okay. Yes.
However, the only taste buds they have are for sour and salty. They cannot taste umami, which is what fish tastes like.
That's why they like fish.
They can't taste the food that they eat.
Right. Which makes sense why they like fish.
Isn't that sad?
Because they can't taste it. That would be the only way you would ever want to eat fish is if you just could not taste it.
I like fish.
It makes sense. It makes sense that every meal they're like, sure, I mean, I didn't taste anything awful last time.
Did you never like fish,
No,
even when you ate
absolutely
meat?
never. Never.
Okay.
I always, I love this fucking Jim Gaffigan joke because I resonated with it so well. It was, I like fish as long as it doesn't taste like fish. I got news for you. I don't really think you like fish. That's always what I don't want it to be fishy. It's fish. You don't like fish. You don't like fish. You just like ordering something fancy at a restaurant. You don't want the taste of fish, then you don't order something else. There are other things.
There are fish that are definitely, they have a much stronger, what you might call fishy flavor. If you don't like fish, but you want to still eat fish, then you can just avoid that. Like salmon doesn't have a particularly fishy flavor.
Right.
Yeah, I love fish, and that just makes me so sad that I mean, can you imagine every single thing you eat, it's just no flavor?
See, I always thought that if I could lose one sense, like one of the five senses, I would lose taste, just because then I would just eat kale all the time.
Yeah. But then you could smell delicious things, but you wouldn't be able to taste it. Wouldn't that be sad?
Right, but if you lose your smell, you also lose your taste. So that's why you can't.
lose both of them.
Exactly. So I wouldn't lose my smell. I would still be able to smell, like, I still want to smell flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
Although when I had COVID and I lost my sense of smell for a while, I really didn't miss it because I live with a man.
Yep.
I didn't miss smelling that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, when I had COVID, it was like Omicron or whatever the strain was that caused you to lose your smell and your taste. The reason that I knew that I had COVID before I took a test was because I was scooping out the litter boxes and I couldn't smell anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking great. And then I was like, oh, fuck, I have COVID.
Yeah.
And then I took a test and it was positive. Okay, well, I thought that was sad, but I guess I'm happy that it's not universally devastating.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, pandas.
Yeah. Here's a dumb animal.
Yeah.
Pandas are adorably stupid.
I love the videos of them in the enclosure with their like keepers or whatever, and they're like falling down the slide.
Yep.
And they're chomping on bamboo and someone comes up and they like almost jump out of their skin.
Pandas always look like someone dropped them into a panda suit that day. Like they were a creature.
And they're like, I have no idea what to do.
Quantum leapt into a panda and is like, how do I, what is, and then they fall out of a tree. Like it's the funniest. I fucking love panda videos.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Because they're so, like, they're such big, it's not like I don't know. There's something about a big, dumb animal that's just like tripping over its own feet.
They're so clumsy.
They're so incredibly clumsy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very...
And they're so large for being so close because they just bump into it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Love pandas.
Love pandas. I certainly do. They are technically omnivorous, so they can eat plants and animals.
Okay.
However, they only eat bamboo.
Get that bamboo.
Bamboo has almost no nutrition in it.
Yep.
But it's the only thing they eat.
Potato chips.
So...
I'd eat French fries every meal if given the choice. No,
okay.
Not good.
Even if you had to spend 12 hours a day doing it just to get enough nutrition not to die?
There are worse ways to spend your day.
Okay. So pandas eat, like I just said, for 12 hours a day. They only digest a fifth of what they eat. So they have to eat up to 15% of their body weight every day. And the average weight for a panda, I thought it would be a lot heavier, but the average weight is approximately 200 pounds, maybe slightly heavier, maybe more like 220. But let's just take a 200-pound panda. They have to eat 30 pounds of bamboo in 12 hours every day. Yeah.
Start the clock.
Yeah. Well, I think they also sleep a lot. So it's like every moment that they're awake, they have to be eating.
I mean,
bamboo.
If I could come back and pick what animal.
Yeah. To be so beloved
Sleep
that
for
people,
12 hours.
Yeah.
Remember when we were doing the episode about the work life, about like the 5-day work week, and we were like, 8 hours for work, 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for recreation, and all of the like doing your dishes and making your food and stuff fell into recreation. I'm sorry. 12 hours sleeping, 12 hours eating. Perfect life.
Yeah.
You fall out of a tree every now and then. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're adorable.
Well, we need to go buy lottery tickets before the end of the day because that's the life I'm trying to live.
1.7 billion.
Yeah. Especially after the past 2 weeks at work. Like, I'm done. I'm
Sure.
done working.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just become billionaires.
So yeah. I mean, I'm taking donations. Like, if anyone wants to ask me for my Venmo, like, I'll send it to you. I also have Zelle. If you want to send me cash, I can set up a PO box. Like, I'm flexible with the methods of accepting money from people, because working is not for me.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're working, taking care of pandas.
Yeah.
I would totally do
Or elephants. Again, if I didn't hate the heat so
that.
much, I would have already.
Very warm temperatures for elephants.
Yeah.
Probably pandas too, but
Pandas
they're
live.
fluffy, though.
They live up, like in China, in their natural habitat. They live up in the mountains.
Okay.
China has a lot of mountains.
Yeah. China's. Anytime I see like an aerial shot, because we do on our Google Chromecast, it like shows different
on the TV, the screensaver. Yeah.
Different shots from around. Anytime it's China, it looks like it's a different, like
it looks like
a
it's
different
Pandora.
universe. Yeah, exactly.
Like it looks. The U.S.
How are
is
those colors
beautiful,
natural?
but yeah, we don't have anything like that. So they have a lot of mountains, and the pandas live like up in the mountains, so it's very like misty and rainy.
And they don't fall off and roll down. I would just.
They
think
probably
would roll
do.
down.
They probably do. But there are only 1,500 wild pandas, so they're endangered and they're protected. And then they have, pandas in sanctuaries and zoos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
that's maybe the one animal I don't feel bad about being
in a zoo.
Or a sanctuary, because
they're not built to survive in the wild.
No.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
And they're not like trying to escape.
Yeah.
This is not a Madagascar situation.
Right. And it's not like
unlimited bamboo supplies and workers to like climb on the legs of and trees to fall out of. They are living their best lives.
And it's not a wild animal who is used to having like 40 square miles of territory to themselves.
Run.
Yeah. Like when I see like big cats or like gorillas, I do feel bad for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, panda, no.
Nah.
Go get it from the trees. Like bring it to the zoo, take care of it.
Give it a hug.
Yeah. Oh, they're so cute. So anyway, I just think it's very silly that like, and then they, instead of evolving to eat bugs and like rodents, instead of becoming faster so that they could catch like little rodents in the woods and stuff, instead of doing that, they evolved to have protruding wrist bones that kind of look like thumbs, but it's not a thumb. It's just like a bone that sticks out of their wrist. Okay. And it's to help them grip bamboo while they're eating it.
So they doubled down.
Yeah.
Really?
They were like, not only are we going to spend half of our life eating this plant that barely gives us a single calorie, we are now going to have a bone growing out of our wrist so that we can hold on to it better.
I mean,
so stupid.
I respect the vegan commitment. Not always easy.
But they could just eat like one little mouse and then be good for 6 hours. But instead it's just like, oh my God, their jaws must be so tired.
Would you rather eat one little thing and be sad, or just shoveling? I just have popcorn. I think that's the human equivalent to bamboo. It's just popcorn.
Yeah, probably. Because it has almost nothing in it.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could eat that for 12 hours straight.
Okay.
And then sleep for 12 hours straight.
All right. So, I don't know. This is my closing segment of 5 frivolous animal facts.
Yay.
Different facts.
Sure.
Maybe slightly less dumb. Who knows? I really, for the life of me, couldn't organize them into 2 different sections. So we're just going with it. It's not my job
Biology week.
Yeah.
We will have other biology episodes later.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun putting this one together.
Nice.
I just struggled at the end when I was like, is this dumb? Is this interesting? Is this amazing? And then I was like, fuck it. I'm tired. Here we go. Okay. So my next fact is that a single strand of spider silk is thinner than a human hair, but it is 5 times stronger than steel of the same width.
Jesus.
So if you have a strand of spider silk, and then you have a
And spider silk is like a spider web
yes,
thing. Okay.
and then you have a
Rebranded.
strand of steel that is the same width as the spider silk. The spider silk is 5 times stronger. So someone did some math and they figured out that
Sounded like math. Someone did some math.
someone did some math, tested this out. I mean, I don't, Jesus. I need one of those heroin lozenges. They figured out that a rope 2 inches thick made up of spider silk, and I don't really understand this sentence, but they say that it could stop a Boeing 747. And so I'm like, does that mean that if you tie one end to the airplane and then you hold on to the other one, it could stop it? Or does it have to be like strung across the path of the airplane and it like flies into it? But that's not really the point. The point is that it's extremely strong.
I get, or is it, it could stop. Does that mean like if it ran into it, it would not break through it?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know if it has
That's
to
how I
fly
took it.
into it or if it's like if you connect one end to the plane and the plane takes off, it would like not snap. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I guess either are kind of
The point is that it's very strong.
It's really strong.
It's quite strong.
Very strong.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, reindeer eyeballs turn blue in winter. I don't know why you're laughing. They turn blue in winter to help them see at lower light levels. Can we not? I've already laughed off all of my makeup.
It wasn't like reindeer's eyeballs. Reindeer eyeballs, like something you would just go pick up at a store. Or something. Like it's its own entity that's like a known. Oh, you know, reindeer eyeballs.
So the eyes of reindeer. Reindeer have eyes.
Reindeer's eyeballs.
that turn blue in winter
Wow.
to help them see when there's less light because they live up north and in the winter, like, you know, sometimes the sun doesn't even rise.
Is it the white part that turns blue, or like the color of their eyes turns blue?
I think, well, the white part,
Mm-hmm.
I think, no. I think the whole eyeball is like golden colored except for the pupil.
Gotcha.
You know how we have whites and then
then-
the iris is the
mhm.
colored part and then we have the
Mhm.
pupil. I'm pretty sure animals have the whites of their eyes. Like if you can see like the whites of a horse's eyes, it means it's like scared because its eyes are so big.
Yeah.
But for animals, like the iris takes up the whole eye.
Okay.
So I assume it's not the white part. I think it's just the iris.
So they look like White Walkers from Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. Terrifying.
Yeah. Everything I just said could be wrong, but
That's very terrifying.
I mean, unless we have listeners in Finland,
Couple
no
eyeball
one's going to
facts.
know. Yeah.
You
You-
got square
Yeah.
or rectangular.
Rectangular goats. And then you had your thing, human eyeballs last time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I was just talking about today. We're learning about a lot of different animals' eyeballs.
Yes, we are. Okay. So my next fact is that there's a mantis shrimp.
Okay.
You know, like a praying mantis, the little bug outside. So there's a mantis shrimp, and the claws of a mantis shrimp, when they like snap their claws, they're so strong that water can accelerate away from their claws as fast as a bullet.
What?
Yes. And I looked this up and my brain was not ready to understand this. So I can't explain it to you. But my brain was just like, we're not doing this today.
Okay.
There's something called a cavitation bubble. Don't know what it is.
Sure.
I tried and I failed. Moving right along. So these bubbles can momentarily reach temperatures of several thousand degrees Fahrenheit. And it reaches basically the temperature of the sun, but just for like a second underwater. And something about physics, the bubble like collapses, and something about like the speed at which it collapses like heats up the water. These animals are crazy. I'm sure no one has any idea what I'm talking about.
Is this the same as the? So it.
It like snaps its claw
Okay.
at its prey,
Okay.
and there's like a shock wave that comes off of the claw and it
Right.
stuns its prey. And the shock wave comes at the speed of a bullet. And then the water is as hot as the surface of the sun for just like a second, to do with the cavitation bubble. Again, don't know what that is.
I want that so
Yeah.
bad. Can you imagine just snapping your fingers?
Right.
So if you put a bullet next to one of these things
Uh-huh.
in the water and it did a snap, would it shoot the bullet like a gun?
Maybe if it was in like the exact right spot.
Why is Mythbusters not on the air anymore?
I don't know. Bickering, I think, mostly. Yeah. And then when scientists take mantis shrimps and put them like in the lab to study them,
Mm-hmm.
they have to put them in thick plastic tanks, because if they put them in glass, the shrimp will just like snap its claw and break the glass.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that feels like something that they do because they originally put it in glass and then they came in the next morning and there was shattered glass and water and shrimp all over the floor. And they were like, well, got to order some plastic tanks.
Wow.
Imagine like water, like wondering what happened. And then you watch the security footage from
Right.
overnight.
And it's just a little shrimp going. "Cha."
Yeah. And then it's just an explosion of glass and water
That's-
everywhere.
That's really like a superpower.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Crazy.
I explained that in a much more confusing way than I needed to. But I think we all understand the point
No,
of
my
what I
mind
was
is
trying
blown.
to say.
That's mind-blowing shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, my last two little things here are about sperm whales.
Oh.
I was going to look up a bunch of facts about elephants. I do have my elephant earrings on in honor of animal biology. But I couldn't pick one. I had like 14. I couldn't narrow it down, so I'm just not including any.
Okay.
But I am including 2 facts about sperm whales.
Okay.
My second favorite animal. There is something called a spindle cell, which is in our brain, and it gives us empathy and also self-monitoring and self-reflection.
In the female brain.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's exclusively.
I would believe that.
Exclusively.
Yes.
That's that part of the female brain that's way bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So, spindle cells give you the ability to empathize with other people and
Can
to
we
be aware of
Plant
your.
those into certain. Is there a procedure?
There should
like a
be.
hair transplant, but for that.
Yeah. Or maybe they can combine the surgeries. So when you get a hair transplant, they also inject some spindle cells into your
Yeah.
brain at the same time.
Maybe like any
Like if you
cosmetic
want your hair back,
procedure.
you have to get these spindle cells.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
Who do we talk to about this?
I don't know. It's Red, our congressman.
Okay. Mine is no, we live in the same building. Ours is a congresswoman. My congressman used to be Adam Schiff when I lived in
Yes.
Hollywood. But then I moved up here, and I mean, it's also not because now he's a senator.
Right,
But
yeah.
even when he was in the House, I moved out of his district.
I'm shipping the house.
Anyways, so these cells allow us to realize like how our behavior affects other people and blah blah blah.
And now I know what to tell people. You're missing your
Yeah.
spindle cells.
Yeah, your behavior tells me that you are very low on spindle
Your
cells.
spindle cells are undeveloped.
Yeah. It's a pretty good insult.
Take it to the bars.
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, pound for pound, compared to humans, sperm whales have more spindle cells than humans do.
Shocking.
So they are more
There's a
empathetic.
creature more empathetic than humans.
They
but
are
we're the
more
least empathetic pieces
self-reflective.
of shit on the planet. How is that possible?
I mean, I'm not surprised to learn that, but I am a little shocked to learn that. You know?
I mean, I just figure that any creature in the ocean is better than us, like morally,
Okay.
and we're just
Yeah.
murdering them.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I have something to say about a podcast that I'll talk to you about later.
You can say it on here.
Okay, so I listened to an episode of Stuff You Should Know this morning about noise pollution.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the hosts, his name is Josh, and I'm in love with him. He talked so much about gas powered leaf blowers. And every time they came, I mean, he kept bringing them up, and I could feel like through the phone, I could like feel his face getting red.
Yeah.
With just like pure anger. And he was like, this is the worst thing humans have ever invented.
Yep.
And they gave all these reasons about why noise pollution is so bad, because it puts you in a fight or flight mode. So it like stresses you out. So people who live in cities, especially if you live near an airport, which we do.
How did you know?
Your stress levels are higher, which can lead to obesity and lack of sleep, which messes with a whole bunch of shit in your brain.
You certainly haven't talked about lack of sleep.
It can give you diabetes. Before. Yeah. So living in a city is like horrible for your health. And then the leaf blowers.
You sound like a Republican. These Democrats.
Well, I'm not. No, well, there used to be a lot more regulation. There was a federal department that studied noise pollution on human health. And the Reagan administration came along.
Expanded it and made it so much better because they cared so much about human health. And
it's not exactly what I was going to say.
Thought that government should be used to make people's lives better.
They said, shut that shit down.
Yep.
And they said the states can handle that. And then the state governments were like, we don't have money for this.
No, we don't have those facilities.
Right. So now you can ask someone to turn off their music, but like there's no requirement.
Yeah.
Even if a city or a county has like quiet hours or noise ordinances or whatever, there's no enforcement. Like you can call the cops on like a loud party, but like all they can do is come and be like, hey, turn it down.
Right.
And like, do you really want to call the cops on a party? Don't you just want to live in a place where people are like, oh, it's past 11. I'm going to turn the music down. Like, I wish that people were just like nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had more spindle cells, maybe.
Yeah. Bringing it back. Good one.
Thank you.
You have a nice brain. So in the episode, he talked about leaf blowers and I was like, Kate. And then at the end, they talked about how noise pollution is hurting animals. And they talked specifically about all this stuff in the ocean that's hurting whales. Right. And they mentioned sperm whales. And I was like, oh, me.
Right.
So it was just like the best episode. I mean, it was like the worst episode because it was infuriating. Yeah. But I felt like it was an everything's dumb.
It spoke to you.
Yeah, episode. Anyway, so the last little fact I have here, which is so cute, is sperm whales and also orcas. But, you know, sperm whales are better, so we're focusing on them.
Okay.
So
not a Shamu fan.
The little
whatever.
Oh, don't
whatever.
Don't make me sound like the worst person in the world.
You said it. Shitting on Shamu over here.
I do like the orcas that were like headbutting yachts a few years ago.
Oh my god.
That was great.
Yes. Orcas are the heroes we need in the ocean right now. Oh my god.
They were like, fuck you.
I hope they like unionize and band together and keep doing that. That's amazing.
That was a fun summer. Was that 2022, I think? I don't know. Yeah, that was I liked that.
Yep. Good news story.
I liked that for us. Anyway, so
are you finding hair in funny places now? Your puberty.
I don't even remember puberty being bad at all. Like I got a few pimples here and there, but like I didn't really get acne until college.
Oh,
like
same.
I don't remember puberty being, I mean, I think the worst part of puberty was like I just had a crush on like 12 different boys in my grade at the same time, and that was like stressful. But
a period wasn't stressful?
No, my periods only got bad about 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting old is also not for me.
I mean, it wasn't like bad. It was just like, you know, not good, not fun. Like, oh, great. Now I have to think about this and constantly worry about standing up every time or sitting down every time.
Yeah. I think from the very beginning, I was just like, well, this is what happens. Like, I would not be embarrassed if I sat up and there was like blood on the seat.
Mm.
I'd be like, well, what do you expect? It never happened. And so no one ever like bullied me for it. But if it had, I would have been like, and
Okay.
like,
Confident.
like what's your point here?
Okay.
Because what a stupid thing to make fun of someone for.
I didn't think it was going to be like I was going to get made fun of. I just thought that would be mortifying.
Oh, I would have been like, you know,
All right.
part of life.
Wow.
If only I could be that chill about every other aspect of my life.
How are you so fine with that? And yet, like, I don't know if this person's mad at me. Like, who gives a flying fuck about anybody?
Okay, I'm gonna finally get. This is the shortest fact that I have, and I have not finished it.
Shortest and cutest.
It is exactly.
Excited.
So, as I was saying, sperm whales and orcas, when they are little babies, when they're little baby newborns, so you know how whales like communicate to each other, they like sing to each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Sperm whales, the little babies, have baby talk.
What?
Just like human babies. You know how when human babies are learning to talk, they like babble and just say nonsense sounds and
God.
stuff.
They're little sperm whales doing goo goo gaga.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because they're like trying to figure out how to
my
talk. Yeah. So scientists have recorded like sound clips of, you know, the pod swimming along.
Baby
And the adolescents and the adults are like communicating.
Right.
And they've, you know, gone through all the sound and like labeled it of like, this means this means this.
Yeah.
And then they've found that the babies were making sounds that they like couldn't figure out. And they were just like, it's baby talk.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Isn't that so
That's really
cute? I love whales. Okay, so that is animal biology.
Yay.
Do you feel like you learned some interesting things?
I did. I don't remember any of them, but
That's
I remember
fine.
being fascinated. I do remember spindle cells.
Yeah,
And
that's a
that
good one.
We need to figure out a way to increase those,
Mm-hmm.
specifically with the male population and the
Yeah.
Karen population.
Oh, God. Well, with the Karen population, we need to find a way to introduce them.
Ah, yes.
Because I don't think they have any.
No.
Yeah.
Can we like line Stanley cups with spindle cells instead of lead? Like,
Instead of lead.
wasn't lead found in the Stanley cups, and that makes a
don't
lot of
know.
sense and explains a lot.
I don't know. I've always thought Stanley Cups were so ugly. I don't
also don't understand why do you like? It's a hockey trophy. Why are we naming
Yeah.
it the hockey trophy? I'm not walking around drinking a Heisman like
Right.
trophy beer.
They're also so big. I feel like it would hurt your wrist after a while. Anyway.
Dumb.
Okay, our next episode is going to be about America's primary education system.
Yes, I love that was a question. It makes it even more evident. No,
Do we have one?
no, it's more. It's. I guess it's just going to be more about like what we are taught in schools as part of our general education,
Okay.
versus what we should be taught.
Yeah.
What maybe I wish we
That would
be
help
taught.
us in life.
More spindle celly things,
Right.
are going to be in there. But you know, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and
It
that
sure
has
is.
gotten me out of so many binds in my adult life.
Yeah. That really helps you with your taxes.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
It's just something that I go to for myself in times of need. I hold on to the fact that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and I don't actually know what the fuck that means.
No. Because you don't learn things, you just memorize things for the test.
Yep.
Because of Bush.
A powerhouse? Like what does that mean? What is it?
I don't know.
What does it do? Does it have
Gets shit done.
And what else is in the cell? Like what and why do
Some
we
goop,
need
I think.
it's
DNA.
anyway. Yeah. That's kind of what it's going to be. So stay tuned for that.
We clearly went to school in America.
Yep. Yep.
So thank you very much for listening and watching. You can find more audio episodes wherever you find your podcasts.
Yes.
And our video episodes are up on YouTube and Spotify. And we would love it if you would subscribe and like and leave us a review.
Yes.
You can follow us at Everything's Dumb Pod on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you have a dumb topic that you want to hear us talk about, let us know.
We'll do a dumb pod about it.
Yeah. These biology episodes were recommended by
Yes, Brian.
Brian.
We made a joke a few
who is a listener.
episodes. He is the listener. We had a joke. I said something like offhand a few episodes ago about how like biology is dumb and like, oh, we could just do all of human biology. And he heard that and he's like, actually, and he just started rattling off all of these things because he almost went to med school. So he like learned about human biology and he was like, this is dumb. And I didn't get to half of what he was rattling off to me. And then I was like, oh, we could do animals. And you didn't get to half of what we were even chatting. Like, there's going to be more of these. There's so much.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing to do is just sit around and learn about animals. And I'm not, like, the reason that I'm not a zoologist is because my brain just cannot absorb scientific information.
It's that ADHD. You got to go get tested for it.
I do.
There you go.
I do, and I'm going to at some point. Maybe when my job is less of a shit show. So maybe later this month, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Okay. That's all for now. Thank you very much. We will talk to you on Monday about school.
Yes. Oh, and if you don't end up cutting the part where there was a kitten in this, I appreciate everyone for being patient with the kitten attacking the green screen in the background. I will post photos of her on our social media, but you have to follow us to see. So, just another incentive.
Yeah.
She is quite adorable.
She's quite adorable.
She will rip down this curtain behind us at some point. It's going to happen. And I've prepared for that. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm. She's a menace. A little 3-pound menace. Okay.